Have you ever caught yourself thinking, what do they think of me? And suddenly, you shrink, you doubt, you perform, you hold yourself, you feel ashamed, you feel guilty, you feel wrong, not enough. You feel like you are on trial without even knowing what crime you've committed. Let me ask you something. Why does their opinion matter so much? And most importantly, how do we finally let it go? I have asked myself this question so many times, and I found out two main reasons for which this happened. The first one is that we put others on a pedestal. We make them more than us. We make their opinion, their person, their personality look for us like more, as if they were better than us, they were more successful than us, more expert, more reliable and relatable, more confident than us. Everything on them is way more and way better than who we think we are. And this is the reason why we do care a lot about others' opinion of us. We think that the world and the people in the world are more valuable than ourselves, and what they might think or say about us does matter and can weigh us down. And the number one is that we do not know ourselves enough to just accept ourselves as we are and don't need others' opinion of us to validate us. When you don't know yourself, you will find yourself very often in a situation where anyone who tells you anything will shrink you. It will shake your self-confidence and your knowledge of yourself because you do not know who you are. If someone tells you you are not a fit for this job, you don't really have what it takes to be on this job, this will be a reason for you to doubt yourself, to go seeking everywhere. Am I not good enough for this job? I am not a good fit. Am I not smart enough? Am I not beautiful enough? Am I not worthy to be on this job? Am I not appropriate for this job? And you will start seeking for it all over the place from everyone. Even strangers will be for you a tool to validate the opinion of someone who do not know you in a job interview, that really do not know who you are and what you are capable of, based on a curriculum you sent them and based on their own intuition and maybe perception of who you might be. Let all your life change, maybe be blocked forever just because of that. I don't know, we do it all the time. I know that the answer is logically, on rational level, is no, of course, I cannot. But we do it. We can observe ourselves, and if you are watching this video, it might be our case as well. We do it all the time, allow others' opinion of us to define who we are, what we deserve, what we know, what we have experienced, what we feel, whether we are right or wrong, whether our opinion matter or not, whether our opinion is valid about anything or not, whether we do have the skills to do something or not, to be a parent, a good parent, to be a good child, to be a good friend, to be a supportive partner. In any situation, we allow others' opinion of us to destroy us, to consume us inside and to block us from being and expressing who we truly are. And the more opinions we get, the less we feel worthy. As a matter of fact, when we put people on a pedestal and at the same time we don't know ourselves in a core, true, honest, sincere, deep level, we will allow those opinions to become the mirror that project to us who we are. We will let the people that think that you are not good enough to be projected and reflected to you, and this is what you will see. This is how you will act. And this is what you will believe to be your truth. You get to a point where you say, I'm a shade, but this is who I am. I have always been a shy person. I have always been wrong. I have never made a point. I'm not good enough. I have never been enough. I have always been scared of others. I have always been scared of failure. I have always been scared of success. I've always been scared to own my own voice. Somehow, on our journey, we allowed all those opinions that are not really who we are, define us, and become the reflection of that. A validation, in other words, of what they think of us or what we think they think of us. Because most of the time we assume the opinions of others without even really hearing them. How many times have you found yourself in situations where you stopped yourself, you hold yourself back from saying an opinion about a job, for example, to suppress your voice and your opinion, only to figure out later that maybe someone else said your opinion out loud and they approved it, and you realize that you were right. You should have said it. You could have said it. If only you allowed yourself and trusted yourself enough to know that your opinion is valid and worthy. So many times this happened to us, to the point to really hold us back from so many things, and maybe also to stop beautiful connections with people, to even arise and flourish, just because of our fear of the assumption we've had about what they might think of us, what my wife or my husband might think of me, my partner, my first date, my friend, my colleague, the group of people with me in a restaurant. I assumed that I am not good enough, and therefore I never showed up, I never owned my voice, I never spoke my truth. And I let this fear and assumption that I'm not good enough and people are certainly seeing me not good enough validate that and just let me be more in the unworthiness state. And this is really a very hurtful truth that we need to acknowledge for ourselves. We put others on a pedestal constantly, and the cost is our self-worth, our place in this world, our existence that matters as much as any other person in the world. And this is simply because we do not know ourselves. The moment we start knowing ourselves, it can change, because there are areas of our life where we do know ourselves and we know how good we are on that thing. And in that thing, nobody can ever shake us, our self-confidence and our self-worth, no matter what they say. I love an example I heard yesterday on a video I was watching. He gave the example of, let's say I tell you, oh, you have blue hair. What an ugly blue hair you have. When you have, for example, black hair. Would that bother you? Would that make you shake your confidence and feel wrong and start believing, oh my God, I have blue hair, this is awful, this is bad? Of course not, because you know that you don't have blue hair. So whatever this person is gonna say is not gonna affect you in any way. It's not gonna shake the knowing that I am good enough, knowing that I know myself, knowing that I am capable of anything when I set my mind to it. Based also on examples, because we do have situations and circumstances in our life where we really perform very well and we are proud of ourselves, whatever it is. So when we don't know ourselves very well, we will find ourselves in situations where we will allow someone else's opinion of us to affect us. When we put people on a pedestal, we will see them as more valid. We will see them as worthy of judging us. We will see that their opinion is really a reflection of who we are. When we don't truly know ourselves, when we still carry our old beliefs, our wounds, our child traumas, our old definitions about ourselves, about the fact that we are not enough, then all of this will take us outside of ourselves. It will confirm the lie that we already believed about ourselves. Those two mixed together will create a bomb. They will really harm us in a deep level. They will affect our emotions, our thoughts, our beliefs, our actions, also our results, which is important. As long as we stay on others' opinion of us in the area where they are on a pedestal and what they say about me is valid, and yes, I am not enough because I don't know myself enough, but I'm basing my self-knowing of myself on what those people on a pedestal think of me, be it a father, a mother, a teacher at school. For me, for example, I had a teacher when I was at school that shared with me that she didn't like my skin color. She one time also told me, go and wash my cup of water without putting your head inside because your hands are colored and they are dirty. So just don't put your hands inside, wash it from outside. This is something that stayed in my mind for years and years and years. And I felt dirty. I felt inappropriate because of my skin color. I felt that I was wrong. And why? Because a teacher told me that. A teacher is unquestionable. We have learned since we were a child that when you go to school, the teacher is on a pedestal. He is perfect, he's right, he knows everything. He is the one that is going to teach you who you are, what you know, and what you are capable of. So when your teacher told you that your color of skin is a proof of dirt and you shouldn't be touching things, guess what? It creates on you a belief that you are a dirty person because of your skin color and you need to hide, you need to stay on a corner, never show yourself, never speak, never touch things, never be confident with yourselves. Imagine how it will make you feel in all your life and all your choices in life. This is what happens. But it happens when we are kids. I chose in that moment unconsciously, because I wasn't aware that I do have a choice, that what my teacher told me was a truth. And I conditioned all my life around it. I avoided people. I avoided disturbing people, showing myself out, relating with others or with men, having friendships, being myself, letting my hair natural or be natural. At some point, I was afraid of the sun and getting more color because I thought if I'm more colored, I will be more dirty. I would wash myself constantly, hoping that one day this will be removed. Until fortunately, I grew up and I realized that our skin color is not a proof of being dirty or clean. That is just our skin color. It's nothing more or less. There is no meaning to give to it. The moment when I become adult and I question myself, I realized that most of my caring about others' opinion of me and how it affects me in a very harsh and hurtful way was because of this remark from a teacher that I considered an important person, a person that really had an impact in the world. That allowed me to heal this wound, to redefine it, to understand that my teacher is a human being as all of us, and she might have a perception about people of color, and she might really believe that I am dirty. But today I know that I am not dirty and there is nothing wrong with me. I don't have to agree with her. I don't have to convince her that this is what it is. I didn't know it, so I kept confirming it to myself in every area of my life. I would always see myself not enough. And I think that this is something a lot of people struggle with. I'm not the only one. Somewhere in your life, somehow, something happened. You gave it a meaning. You felt emotions about it. And you know what it is. You just have to be honest with yourself, to go within and to understand. When did you start believing this thing of yourself? When did you stop believing that you were enough the way you are? Dig deeper and question this truth, because it's not true. You have not always been not enough. There have been a moment where you felt emotions about something. And when we feel not enough, like any other emotion, all our emotions exist because we give a meaning to something. Otherwise, we wouldn't have any emotion. If I'm feeling negative emotions about something happening to me, it's because I'm giving it a meaning. I used to give it a meaning in the past and it kept going on. So any experience similar to that unconsciously, I will give it the same meaning and I will feel the same emotion because it's going to arise triggers within me. It's going to arise those words, those thoughts, those beliefs, those validations that came from this person on the pedestal that somehow penetrated me as a kid. And as a kid, I wasn't able because I wasn't aware. I wasn't aware of others' opinion and mine. I wasn't aware that opinions are opinions, nothing more, nothing less. I wasn't aware that a teacher is a human being like me, and we all have our opinions. An opinion must remain that, an opinion, subjective, personal, and unique to the person. Even if there are thousands of people having the same opinion about me, this do not define me. This is their opinion. This is their experience, their journey. This is their belief system. This is their emotional reactions and motivational mechanism. That is not mine. I don't have to own it. I don't have to carry it on my shoulders all my life and take all my decisions based on that. There is a point where we become aware of all of this and we can just let go of this wave. Just be free and embrace who we are. And the only way to know who we are is to discover it, to question ourselves. And what better than the questions why? Remember the kids. They always ask why. Why this? And you say this, they ask why. They want to dig deeper. This is such a beautiful characteristic that we all have that we forgot while growing because adults at some point, just got enough of our questions of why because they didn't have all the answers. And the best way for them to silence us, and that's how we lost our voice on the track, they silenced us and we stopped asking why. Why is that true? Why do I think this? Why do you think this? Where is it coming from? When did you think it? Is it valuable to me? Should I take it for me as well? Do I think it's relevant for me as well? Because it's an opinion. Everything in this world is an opinion. There are facts, of course, but what comes out of our mouth and what's in our head are opinions. Some call it beliefs because they really, when they are at our core system of subconscious, they really work on the shadow and they have 90% of impact on how we see ourselves, how we act, who we are, what we feel, what we do, and what we get as results and outcomes. Because it's as if we are wearing glasses. And I don't know, I'm wearing glasses of I'm not good enough because of my color of skin and my origins. This is my teacher told me, so that's right. I wear those glasses and I will see everything in the world confirming that. Every opinion said or not said of someone, a look they gave to me, an opinion, even if it's a rejection because maybe I'm not good for a job, but this doesn't mean that I'm not good. It means for them I'm not good for this job. Do I know their reasons? I will never know them. They will tell me what they want to tell me. But you know where is my role? How am I going to perceive it? How am I going to interpret it? How am I going to take it from now on? Am I going to let it be the mirror of reflecting to me that I am not worthy? Or am I going to just take it as an experience? This is a rejection. There must be something better for me. It's not my place. That's fine. I don't want to be in a place where I'm not wanted, honestly. I don't want to be with people that do not want me and enjoy my company and accept me the way I am. I want to be surrounded with people that treat me well as I treat them, where we can feel free in a safe space where we exchange, where we can see how we feel about things, what our opinion is about things from a loving place. And the way out from this, for me, have been to ask why. Let's see how we can get out of it. And the way out is the way in. We need to look inward here. The job has to be deep and inward, not outside. Because the more you resist the outside or try to make it better, you will find yourself in the same situations. What you need to do is really to understand the core reason all of this happened. What caused it? You can start with asking the prior question, the basic one. Why do I care about their opinions? Am I afraid they will judge me? They will reject me? They will ignore me? They will dismiss me? They will shame me? They will accuse me? They will hate me? Try to dig deeper and understand what is going on there. What is the reason why you really care about others' opinion of you, be it a person or in general? Dig deeper and ask, am I needing them to see me as good, to see me as smart, to see me as kind, to see me as attractive, to see me as enough? Do I really need their opinion, and why? Why do I need their opinion? Why am I needing and seeking so much this validation, this approval of them? Why am I scared of this rejection, this not being enough, this disapproval of who I am? Once you answer this question, you can move to what happens if they do not validate me. What will happen? Am I gonna see myself as a failure? Am I gonna see myself as invisible, not enough, or too much? What will happen if they don't accept me? What if their opinion of me is not what I am expecting from them? Well, how am I gonna feel about it? How am I gonna interpret it within? And how am I gonna process it within? How is it gonna validate any negative belief about myself, such as not enough? The work do not stop here, because it's just the beginning. And it might be uncomfortable, because you are really digging deeper, you are being honest with yourself, you are stretching your beliefs, you are stretching opinions and thoughts you have been carrying maybe for years and years. It became a habit, and you think this is who you are, but you are not. Those are just habits. And habits work in an unconscious way until the moment you start becoming aware of them. Because the shift is when you become aware. Self-awareness is really the key. Because you start to asking yourself the right questions. You start listening to your body, to your emotions, to your thoughts, and to your actions. And when you start doing that and you start questioning it, you start questioning if it is true or not, if it's an opinion or a truth, if it is valid for you, if you really need the validations of others to be enough. And maybe underneath all of this, there is this fear of ending up alone. When you understand and get the answer for yourself of what you are really scared of, if you don't get the opinion you are seeking for from others and their approval, this is where your freedom begins. This is the true shift for me. When I became aware of that, when I faced my fear, and now I do have a name for it. It's not random. It's not something that is working in autopilot and is consuming me inside, and I am reacting to life, to opinions, to people, to assumptions from an unconscious, unaware place. With this deep work on ourselves, we get to an answer. We give a name to our game. And you can change what you know. Because once you know what you are dealing with, now it's possible to work on it. Now we do have a clear frame of what is going on, what is happening, why it's happening, what is my biggest fear, and now I can work on it. This inner work, by the way, is a work about working on you. Because this is where our freedom began. Not by fixing their opinion, not by fixing what they think, but by asking, when did I start believing this? When did I start believing that I was not enough? That I was not worthy of love, of respect, of being accepted the way I am? When did all of this happen? The first times I was asking this question, I was not aware, so you might now answer, really, I don't know. I don't know where did it start. This is who I am. I have always been this way. I can't tell you when did that start. I can't tell you when did I start feeling ashamed of who I am, or afraid of what others think of me, or afraid if they do not accept me or validate me, I will end up alone. And I was afraid of being alone. I really don't know. I can't tell you. As far as I remember, this is who I am. That's me. I don't know how to change it. Really? Do you really think this is who you are? Well, I can tell you that it didn't start here. It didn't start on the moment you started worrying about others' opinion of you. it starts way before. There have been a moment where it started. And it's up to you to know it. You really need to sit with this, to give it time, to put yourself in a place where you are calm, you are intentional with yourself, and willing to understand, when did that start? Was it a word from someone you put on a pedestal? And usually it is that. Was it a belief that was unconditioned in your life and the way you act and see things? Was it a bad emotional experience, a trauma you've had? Maybe you had a horrible breakup that really destroyed your self-image and made you think you are not worthy of love, of respect. Maybe you have been in a narcissistic relationship and it just destroyed you. You stopped feeling loved and enough for who you were, and you started chasing the attention of this partner that never gave it to you because it's a narcissistic. But you gave it a meaning. You believed what he said or she said because it is a person on a pedestal. It is a person you love. And for a narcissistic person, when we are dealing with them, I know how it looks because I've been there too. When you are with a narcissistic person, it really affects you. It's more than a mirror. I could say they really, with ease, put on you an identity and you start acting it. It's like they are mesmerizing you. They are putting a spell on you and you just believe whatever they say, in the good or in the bad. And they get to a point where you believe that you are not worthy and never enough, no matter what you do. And the moment they leave you, they will end up alone. Nobody's gonna take you. That would have been your last chance in life. And without them, you are meaningless. You are pointless and you will fail in anything because you are a failure. When you have those strong emotional trauma in your life, you change the way you perceive the world. And unfortunately, on those experiences, it never ends. It is a voice that is constantly within you. For me, it never stopped. Up until now, it had been on 2016 that I left this narcissistic partner. And yet, today, I can feel that voice inside of me that is telling that I'm not good enough, I'm not gonna make it. Who do I think I am? I'm a total failure. Who cares about me? Whatever I do, I'm not gonna be good enough. And even though today I moved past it, I have a very healthy relationship that I am happy and grateful for. Yet today, whenever I step into something new in my life, this voice will always come in to tell me, you are not worthy. You are not enough. You're not gonna make it. Who do you think you are? And I will be happy to receive others' opinion of me if they are constructive and positive. I will appreciate it. Because now I really think I need to build my self-trust again and to work on it. And when a validation is coming from someone else, nurture it. Because there is a wound here. There have been a hurtful experience that impacted me. But when I became aware of that, today I know that it's not a fact. Nobody is wrong. Nobody is unworthy. Nobody is bad. Nobody is unworthy. I don't know, but I think we are all whole and we do have journeys. We do have experiences, unique perceptions. Nobody is entitled to tell anyone else what he's capable of or if he's worthy or not. We need to really remember, when did we allow the first time someone's opinion to dictate and condition who we are? Because we need to get to the root of the problem and just remove it from our life. Remove it definitely. We are not allowed and entitled to give our opinion on others. That's not fair to tell someone else that he is unworthy, or that what he's doing is wrong, or that he's a total failure, that he is needy, or too emotional, or too sensitive. Who are we to judge people? Do we know all the story? Are we in their mind and heart and in their journey? No, we are not. And the same thing should be with us. We should not allow anyone on earth, even if he's in a pedestal. I don't care. Don't allow anyone to give their opinion to you. I will say it better. It's not about them giving their opinion or me giving mine to them. It's more about how am I going to perceive it? How am I going to let it sink in my existence and who I am? I invite you to really consider it as simply an opinion. When you receive something or you perceive an energy, a look, a negative look or a weird look for you, or maybe an opinion, a thought, a sentence, hold on a second before you absorb it. Hold on a second. If you are telling me you are too sensitive, or you are wrong, you are always acting like that, you are so unfair all the time, you are so selfish all the time, you are a total failure, you are brown, you are dirty. Hold on a second. What you say of me and what you think of me is your opinion. Do I have to own it? No. I can listen and acknowledge it, but I don't have to embrace it and absorb it. I do have my own opinion of me. I know my worth. I know my values. I know what I stand for. And I know what I stand against. And I act up on that. That is very important. Let's distance ourselves from others' opinion of us. This is a very important step to care less about their opinion. If someone you put on a pedestal somewhere in your life gave an opinion about you, and you gave it a meaning that you are not worthy and not enough, or you are wrong or inappropriate, you are not seen or heard, you do not deserve to own your voice and to say your opinion. This is something you need to work with and to heal in yourself. Because the fact that we today chose to learn how to let go of others' opinion of us is a signal that something within us is calling us to own our voice, to be ourselves, to go back to that whole us instead of being a definition. In other words, this need of opinions of others on us to move forward in life and to feel worthy is something that didn't start here. This belief was planted long ago, and it became a program in us, an autopilot that is moving us in life. It became our motivational mechanism in life for how we act, how we feel, how we interact with people, how we experience things. It might be in childhood, it might be at school, high school, in a relationship, with friends, with ex-friends, with strangers in the street, with a customer, with your boss. No matter what it is, it didn't start here. Remember, it starts with the opinion of someone you put on a pedestal that became your belief. Maybe someone you admired made you feel small, unworthy, meaningless, and you believed them. You took it for granted as a truth, and you said, well, yeah, they are right. I am less than anyone else. He's right. I'm small. I'm not smart. I'm stupid. I'm bad. I do not deserve their attention. I don't deserve their love. I don't deserve to put my hand on the water of their cup because I'm dirty. You chose to believe it. And that's fine, because we cannot blame ourselves all the time. We own what we believed. We weren't aware of it. So now, what are we going to do about it? Are we going to keep this opinion of them about us still matter for us or not? Are we going to make it keep making us feel bad about ourselves and not enough? Afraid to shine? Afraid to step up for ourselves? Afraid to speak? Afraid to act and be ourselves? To own it? To own all our emotions, all our feelings, all the facets of the beautiful, complex human being we are? exactly as we are? I understand that others' opinion of us is challenging. And let's be real and honest. It's not easy to let go of others' opinion of us. It's really difficult and challenging because everything around us is about others' opinions of us and someone else. It's all about others, what they think, what they need, what we think, and what we believe. There is a conditioning here. There is a very strong program that have been installed in all of us and ignited. And it's really a condition in our life. You can see it all over the place. I mean, look at the social medias. Look at the medias. Look all around you, all the advertisings, all the commercials, all the sellings, all the programs. Everything is constantly here around us to remind us of how unworthy we are. It's convincing us that we are less than what we truly are, just to create in us a need, a sense of lack that can be filled with something outside of us, be it a product, a service, a massage, a training, a coaching, a drink, a space, a trip, a car, a clothes, a diet, a book. Everything is here just to remind us how unworthy and less we are and how much we are lacking something and we need to fill it with something else. And the problem is, I don't know if you've noticed, I might feel not self-confident and I will buy that book and I will buy that dress and I will go to that hairdresser and I will do that makeup and I will show up and smile and do it all. And I might have the validation for a second or two, for maybe for a few minutes. And then it will blow away. It's over. I just had that emotion and it was temporary. I enjoyed it and then I get back to where I was. And something else will come up, something else to feed. Another lack in me, another unworthy area of me that needs to be filled with something external. A new thing to try, to buy, to do. So how can you not be caring of others' opinion of you in a world that constantly is bombarding you with that? It is massive. It is too much. Wherever we are, I mean, we are all the time on our phones. And every time we are on our phone, we are feeding this feeling of not being enough, of needing something to be enough, to be validated and accepted by others. If I have a clothes, I need to have another one that will make me feel more wealthy, more beautiful, more accepted, more thin, more big, more, and I am constantly feeling less, and they feed you with that. You are not good enough, you are not beautiful enough, you are not white or black enough, your hair are not too long enough or short enough, your eyes are not big or small enough, blue or brown or green, your boobs are not enough, your butt you're not enough, your biceps, everything is questioned and everybody is giving an opinion about us without us even asking for it. And the worst part is we don't ask for it, but we take it for granted, we make it our reality and we act upon it and we feel even less. So we are auto-validating all the time, constantly, this unworthiness in a very unconscious way. We are not even aware of it and it's working in automatic, in autopilot. And this is the worst part because you are not aware of it. It's feeding your subconscious, it's dictating your actions and reactions, and it's dictating the results you are gonna get in your life. Because if you act from fear and lack, guess what? You are gonna perpetuate fear and lack in your existence. And this is a trap. I mean, a lot of commercials and companies and media, social media do know that. They know how it works. How do you sell something if there is no need for it? How do you sell medicines if there is no illness? How do you sell diets if there is no junk food? How do you fill trainings and fitness if there is no body shaming, for example? It's a lot of things going on where people are just playing on our emotional weaknesses to get the most of us. I don't think they do it from a bad place. I don't think they are doing it from an evil place. It's fair enough. We are in a world where we exchange. You give me something in exchange of something. And it's not their responsibility what we are going to choose to believe for ourselves. I mean, they are just sharing their services. They come from a place of, if you need this, I am glad to offer you this. I do have what you need. I do have your medicine in general, whatever it is. You want to feel more beautiful, I can help you with my dress. You need to feel more confident, I can lead you with my book. You need to feel more beautiful or more charismatic, I can lead you with this or that, with this car or anything. It's a way of helping others. And that's fine. I'm not telling we need to reject everything and just shut down our social media and just stay in a cave. I'm just inviting you to become aware of what you are letting in. What opinions are you letting in your life? What opinions are you letting in your beliefs? Because your beliefs are going to create your reality. You are going to act upon them. So when you become aware of them, you can act differently. You can start acting from responding to life instead of reacting to life. And this is such a huge, big game changer in existence. When you start responding from awareness, knowing and understanding what is happening, why it is happening, always asking why until you get to the root of it and just unravel it and free it, let it go, and just be you. Make it every time an invitation for you to embrace your true self, to know who you truly are at your core. And then let opinions be just opinions. And I think on that, when you really, really, really know yourself at your deep core, no one, no opinion, no thing in life will ever shake it. You will no longer put people on a pedestal. No one or no thing will be on a pedestal versus you as the fan. We cannot be the followers. We need for one moment to become the leader of our life. We cannot be following constantly everyone and everything, because I'm sure you have noticed, if you are seeking the validation and watching opinions of others, of you, you will never get enough, and you will never be enough. Because everyone have a very unique opinion, and their opinions are sometimes very contradictional. How can you handle all of this? It's impossible. And you will never let anyone happy and satisfied with you and the world validating you. Even if you have millions of people following you, you cannot satisfy everyone. You cannot be the cup of tea of everyone. That is impossible. That is a high standard to reach, a very high expectation from yourself that is only gonna generate frustration, more fear, more stress, and more anxiety that really isn't relevant. Because you need to be realistic with yourself. You need to see and question if your fears and opinion that people are having, if you are going to allow it to go in with you and within you and be part of you or not, if it's relevant, if it's constructive, if it have a place, if it resonates with who you truly are. Because otherwise, thank them, bless them, and just move on for your life. Make your own opinion about yourself and about the life and the world. Make it from a loving place. Make it from a place of awareness, of curiosity, of really wanting to understand, not to just put any judgment in a superficial way. Question why? When? Why? What? Question, be curious, play with it, sit with it. Because it's important to always go within. Whenever it's happening outside of you, believe me, the answer is within. It has never been out. It's not in the circumstances, it's not in the people, it's not in the stuff we buy or in the stuff we own. It's not by paying, for example, or pleasing people that you will get more love and validation of your worthiness. You can do it out of love, without any expectation, And it's fine in this way because it makes you feel good and you enjoy treating people well and paying them something, but do not do it to please them. This is toxic for you. Do things because of the sake and the love of doing them, because of the passion of doing them without any expectation, because it makes you feel you, it makes you feel happy, it makes you feel proud of yourself. It makes you feel more authentic with yourself, coming from a genuine part of you. If you ever have to seek for any opinion, seek for your opinion of yourself, your truth of yourself. If somebody tells you something that triggers you, that makes you doubt your self-confidence or your self-worth, do not go everywhere around asking for the validation. Am I enough or am I not good enough? What they said, was that true? What do you think of it? No, go within. Go within. Why does the opinion of someone about me bother me? What does it trigger on me on that moment? What is happening here? Because if I felt something, I've had a reaction, an emotional reactions about what they say, the emotional trigger, there must be something deeper here to heal. Something deeper have been triggered by that, provoked by that. It aroused emotions. Now it's a time for me to explore these emotions, to let them arise, to let them go and express themselves and ask them why. Why are we triggered by this comment or this critique? Why am I triggered by this thing? What is happening within? When did it start? Why did it start? Sit with it and listen to it and heal it. Usually it's in our childhood, but it can also be an emotional trauma we've had in adulthood. And this condition that shifted all our beliefs and made us feel less worthy. But if we start reminding ourselves that nobody is on a pedestal and nobody's opinion is better than mine, we all are entitled to have our opinions and to own our voice. But my responsibility is how am I going to take it? What meaning am I going to give it? And how am I going to deal with it? Is it relevant? And honestly, if someone gives you an opinion, or even if you feel like someone is looking at you in somehow, really ask yourself, where is it coming from? Did I ask for it? And is it constructive for me? Is it valid? Where is it coming from? Who is the person giving me the opinion of myself? Who is the person criticizing me? Who are they to give me this opinion? How much can I take it and accept it for me? I honestly know for me, at least, that if the opinion is not coming from an expert on that area, it's not something that is going to help me improve. It's not coming from something that have experience where I'm heading at in my life. If yes, I take it, I appreciate it, and I might also use it. Why not? Because it's constructive, it's helping me to grow, to improve myself, to be better, to know things better. If not, bless it and just move on. Remember that you do not ask for legal advice from your hairdresser, for example. You do not go to your grandma, for example, to ask for tech support, right? If she has never touched a computer and do not know how to use it, then why do we accept any person's opinion like that? Just take it, own it, make it yours, accept that you are not validated, accept that you are not enough, and we move on in our life in less confidence on ourselves, and we allow this opinion to be our truth, coming from someone that isn't even in my place, not in my experience, and is just basing his opinion in maybe 5 minutes he met me in all his life. Maybe we've met just for an hour in our life to drink a coffee, and I might be even in that moment in a bad mood. It happens to everyone. So do I gonna allow his critique of me to identify me and define me? I hope not. I'm going to take it and bless it and thank you and let go. I know that I'm not a bad person. I might behave like that. And I'm sorry if I did, but I might behave like that. I'm human like everyone else. We do all can make mistakes. We do all can have failures in our life or successes in our life, whatever it is. But we do not define ourselves through our actions, through our names, through our jobs, our degrees. Anything of that is not who we are. Those are things we do. Those are things we think, believe, act, feel. But it's not your core self. That is not who you are. So let them be and be you. You are not broken. You are not evil. You are not too much. And you are not always right, that's fine. We all are just human beings. We have our own moods, our beliefs and projections, our opinions, and their opinion of me is just their projection. I do have mine too, I have my own perception. I choose what I want to project to me or not. I choose how to perceive things. And I keep this thing very sacred, and you should do the same. Your opinion of yourself is sacred and very important. This is what really have to matter with you. The fact that you are a human being, unique, and have your own unique path and journey is something really sacred that you need to honor and respect. To acknowledge that you are whole and complete exactly the way you are. And your flaws are part of you. They are not something broke to fix. You are enough the way you are from the day you are born. What changed it are facts that we talked about. And these facts cannot be forever your truth. You just redefine everything and redefine yourself around all of this and redefine the opinions of others of you. When you get to a point when you truly see yourself as a whole person, you also will start to see others as whole people. You will no longer put them on a pedestal or even see that they are wrong or to fix or bad. You will really start to see that every one of us is full, whole and complete as he is. There is nothing wrong, nothing to fix, nothing to help or to save. There are people to acknowledge, to respect, to honor the journey of everyone, where he is at, what he's doing with her life, what he's dealing for. I do not have the full picture to be able to give you my opinion, and you do not have the full picture of me to give me your opinion. I do not have to justify myself constantly to everyone and everything. I do not have to justify my color skin. I do not have to justify my fears and my worries. I do not have to justify if I'm learning something though, so I'm not good enough on it. Not yet. I am learning, I am improving, and everyone does. Nobody is here knowing everything on the top of a mountain, telling everyone what he must do or should do. And if anybody thinks so, let them. It's not your business. It's not our business. If an opinion is not coming from an expert on the field we are looking for opinion in, then move on, let go. Don't take it. Don't take it personally. Move on. Know where to seek the true opinion, the relevant opinion for you where you are. This is very important. And remember that you are not here to be understood and heard and seen by everyone. If you ever feel the call to do so, go within, because in that moment, it's a call within to hear yourself, to see yourself, to know yourself better. This is what is it about. When you catch yourself worrying about others' opinion of you, just ask yourself, am I putting this person on a pedestal right now? Maybe I don't know myself enough on this area. Maybe I should dig deeper and understand who I am here. I know that it helped me a lot. When I feel the waves of the opinions of others on me, those are the two things I go to seek. I check, am I putting this person on a pedestal? And that's why her opinion of me is having much impact. She's triggering things on me. I'm almost shaking my self-confidence and how I know myself. So what's going on? If I'm putting it on a pedestal, I need to step back and just remember that we are all whole human beings. Nobody's perfect. Nobody is in the place to judge anyone and to give an opinion on anyone. And if they do it, it's my place to choose how to perceive it, if to accept it or not, if it's relevant for me or not. It's not their place. And check that my voice have to be the louder in the storm, in the room, when everything is and everyone is against it and saying loud their opinions, and this storm of thoughts that aren't mine, I need then to stay calm and go within, to calm myself and remind myself that I am whole, I'm complete, I'm enough the way I am. There is nothing wrong, nothing to fix. I'm enough. I'm enough just for existing. So are you. So is everyone. Not everyone knows what you know. Not everyone knows what I know. But that's fine. If your opinion is constructive, it's bringing me value, it's teaching me something, it's helping me grow somewhere, you are very welcome. Please leave your comment. Please give your opinion. Otherwise, move on. Thank you. I'm not interested. This is what I want to leave you with. And please let me know how you are dealing with opinions of others. What are your takes away from this video? Did it help you? Did it resonate with you? Because it helped me a lot. And I think it's important to work with ourselves when it's about others' opinion of us, or anything for that matters. I want to thank you for your time and for watching me today, and see you in the next video.